Brand new luxury vinyl planks right out of the box. And look at the locking mechanism. It's trash. It's thin. Is that what you paid for, thousands of dollars? Look at all these viewer comments I have saying they've paid thousands of dollars to have luxury vinyl planks installed, only to be unsatisfied when they crack and splinter and pop up in just a few months. Luxury vinyl planks versus laminate, which one should you buy? The real estate agents call it luxury vinyl, but is it really? In this video, we're going to test several different options between luxury vinyl and laminate installations and compare the two and see which one has the most points. One is laminate, one is luxury plank. Can you tell the difference? I can't either when looking at the surface. They both look pretty good, but when you look at the edges, you can always tell the difference. One is thin, one is thick. The thin one is always the luxury vinyl plank. If you're buying luxury vinyl planks from the home improvement stores or installing them yourself, there's no subfloor preparation going on and these will fail. However, laminate flooring is a lot stronger, a lot more rigid. I'm taking the gloves off. I think I'm taking a side. Let's compare the two and see what you think. When you spend a lot of money on flooring, you expect it to do this? Look at laminate. Much stronger. You're paying for better material. Look at this test. I have laminate and luxury vinyl planks overlapping the table at the same distance. One sags and one stays firm and rigid. Which one do you want to put your money in? So for the first point awarded, I'm going to give it to laminate. It's a lot stronger. You don't have to prepare the subfloor. It can stand up to all sorts of uneven subfloor. The locking mechanisms are way too weak. I should not be able to do this with bare hands. Now on laminate, it's more of like wood. It's more like cutting wood. I've never been able to do that with laminate. I've never been able to snap them off. When you're cutting laminate, you actually have to use real saws and woodworking equipment, whereas when you're cutting vinyl, you literally just use a utility knife. Vinyl with a simple utility knife. You can't do that with laminate. For locking mechanism, also, laminate gets the point there. So we're at 2-0. Okay, on to the big one, the controversial one, waterproofing. Now, because this is vinyl with a PVC core, essentially plastic, it is completely waterproof, 100% waterproof. You can dunk it in water. You can do anything you want. That's always been the complaint of laminate. Laminate is made of wood fibers, wood-based fibers, essentially high-density fiber core, and that means it's not waterproof. Now, some of the new laminates are definitely coming out labeled as waterproof, as you see here. It's been too early in the field. We're not sure if that's really going to be a true claim. This is labeled as waterproof laminate. Check out this water. It now no longer drops in between the seams. I think that's partially why they're claiming waterproof now, because the seams are so tight the water doesn't sink in anymore. If you're in a high water environment such as entryway, kitchens, and baths, you would still want to caulk around the edges. Okay, so even though the manufacturers are now making waterproof claims on laminate, we have to go with luxury vinyl planks for the win. First point on the board, waterproof. All right, next let's look at cost. Luxury vinyl planks versus laminate. I've seen this as cheap as 99 cents a square foot at the home improvement stores. Now that's the flimsy, thin, weekend special stuff. You probably never want to pay 99 cents a square foot for your flooring or you will be very unhappy with the product. Go ahead and pay a little bit more. You want to look for quality with the thickness of the wear layer. I do wish manufacturers would make this stuff a little more sturdy. So the concept is super smart. We have a waterproof vinyl adhered to a backer board that's also waterproof, but it's too thin and wavy, and the locking mechanism is trash. So if you are not going to prepare your subfloor and you have uneven floors, which most people do, you want to upgrade to laminate. Now, cost again. I've seen average of LVP luxury vinyl planks about a couple dollars a square foot. Both of the ones we're testing today in this video are around the low $2 per square foot range. You can spend a lot more. You can spend up to $5 or more per square foot. These are not the installed prices. These are just the product prices. For pricing overall, what I've seen, luxury vinyl planks do cost a little bit more. So laminate is a little bit cheaper and it's thicker, heavier duty material. So I'm going to give laminate the win on pricing. Wow, the score is really getting uneven now. We got 3 points to 1 point. Will luxury vinyl plank come back or not? Okay, on to surface scratches and wear. Now, if you have pets, the complaint is that they will not scratch the laminate, but they might scratch the vinyl. Vinyl is by nature a little bit more of a softer product. I have a video showing the scratches. Generally speaking, you'll find most people say that laminate will perform better than vinyl when it comes to scratches and gouges, but let me know what you think. Overall appearance, please remember you're not really seeing wood. These are low-cost wood alternatives, both of them. In both cases, luxury vinyl or laminate, you're actually just seeing a picture of what real wood would look like. They're both synthetic. But on appearance, most people generally say that they like luxury vinyl planks, so they get a point in that category. Let's talk about sound. Tinny sound. That's a huge complaint. With laminate, it's a very tinny sound, especially you have dogs, children. My viewers say this drives them absolutely crazy. They're hearing tinny cheap sounds all day long, running back and forth. Now, the manufacturer sometimes will give you a quality backer board. If not, you can mitigate this problem with laminate by installing a quality sound deadening backer first on your subfloor and then the final product. But most people often will pick LVP vinyl planks just for the sound alone. They say it sounds richer and a little bit better when you're walking across it. So for sound deadening, luxury vinyl planks get a point here. Now we're tied 3-3. Now in today's video, I purposely picked a product that is both the lower $2 per square foot for the product cost. This is luxury vinyl planks, this is laminate. Now, in the appearance, you can hardly tell the difference. Of course, laminate's always going to be thicker because it's a firmer, sturdier product. But the final appearance, what do you think? All right, verdict on appearance. Luxury vinyl planks versus laminate, highly subjective. I'll be fighting this battle in my comments until I'm old and gray. I think a lot of people will say luxury vinyl planks for appearance all day long. This one is certainly personal preference. I think I might be 50-50, I'm not sure. I always prefer performance over appearance. So if you have uneven or settling subfloors, you need the strength of laminate. However, you have kids and pets, you might need the easy cleanability of luxury vinyl planks. Right in the middle, there it is, 3.5 points to 3.5 points. It's a tie. Both are excellent products. Both perform their functions as promised well. Laminate will change the appearance of your floors in your rooms with an easy installation, although cutting it is like real wood, so that messy sawdust appearance project is more than what some people want to take on. Luxury vinyl planks are super easy to install. Literally just you need a utility knife, no intimidation factor at all. So that's why those have exploded with popularity and everybody installs them, and they are waterproof. However, they do often fail at the locking mechanisms and they crack and curl and come apart sometimes. So people went back to the strength of laminate. So right now where we're at is the big box stores are offering both. Both are extremely popular and competitive in price. These are good alternatives to solid wood. You can't go wrong either way. Hey, here's another video I did on flooring right here. I think you should click on that one. Yeah, that one right there. You didn't click yet. Are we still doing this? Are we still here?